Hey everybody, and welcome to this pole class about splits. We're going to do all different kinds of pole splits, both on the static and on the spinning pole. Make sure you have done a very good warming up, focusing on your splits, maybe one of the other videos here on this platform. And then we're going to continue with some of my very favorite splits. I'm going to show some of them in combinations, and some of them are just a single split. Let's get started. The first one we're going to do is one of my very favorite ones, which you can do both on static and spinning. And this one is first on the static. So it's a split that goes with a back supported grip. So I'm going to bring my non-dominant hand to the back and grab the pole. Then my other arm goes into the armpit. And this is where I'm going to lift my legs. Maybe you have done that in one of the conditioning classes. Now, to go into a split, we're going to bring our inside arm and we're going to grab the inside of the leg. I'm right splitted, so I'm going to use my inside leg is my right split. If I show that from the back, right arm, right leg, this is the one that's going to be pulled into a split. To grab the leg, I have to bring the hand to the inside of the knee, and I have to lift my knee even higher to grab the inside of the calf, almost on the ankle. So if I go a little bit higher, I'm going to lift my legs, and then I'm holding this here to free the hand, grab the inside, and pull this leg up. Now, if you're a little bit close to the floor, you're still going to be in a standing position. And if you want, you can practice that grip just standing here. Go with the arm on the inside of the leg, then outside of the ankle, and lift it up. Maybe you have done that in a ballet class or a gymnastics class. To make it look a little bit nicer, you want to climb a little bit higher. And then we go into a start position, which is the hood ornament. This is one step up. Inside leg is my right leg, is my split leg. Inside armpit. Now the free arm, the left one, is going behind my back. Grab the pole with the thumb up. Lift your knees, free the arm, grab on the inside, and extend. Lean back into your open split. Slowly release the hand again to step down or go back into your hood ornament. So that's something that you want to practice on the floor, or maybe just with one step climbing first, and then I will show it next on the spinning pole. Alright, so if you have that on the static pole, we can do exactly the same thing on the spinning pole. And on the spinning pole, you can even extend it into an oversplit, although you don't have to. First, we have to climb into our hood ornament. You can choose which way you want to spin. I'm going counterclockwise, and then let's pull that one into the split. I'm climbing up. Hook the inside leg, which is my flexible leg. Armpit. Arm goes behind my back. Lifting the knees. Lifting the knees. Grab the leg. Lean back. Open up into that split. Or if you can find the pull with your lower leg. Release the other arm like so. Grab the pull and spin out of it. So now, let's practice that. You can choose if you want to do static or spinning, of course.
I've been acting like a wild man, sleeping like a child. You're so luminous and vibrant. I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom. Always in bloom for you. So many times I've stranded, a castaway on unknown shore, although a stranger in this continent, I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom, always in bloom for you. An infatuated light. Although
Okay, I hope you got that one. Let's move on to a different kind of split. It's known as the cappy split. Maybe you have a different name for it. It's okay. So we're going into a seated split position first. The seated split's maybe something you remember from a basic class where you sit in the pool, one hand goes under your bum, you lean back and you open the legs. Like that. Pool still spinning, you can show that from all sides. Normally you would have that one lower hand exactly in the middle of your bum. Now we have to have it a little bit more on the lower leg. In my case, my left leg, because my right leg is going to go up in a split. If I show just that one, I have a seated split position. There and there. Open up. That in itself could already be a cute split. But that's not what we're going to do. We're going to make it a little bit more complicated because the leg that goes up goes over my elbow. Over my elbow, over the top arm. And again, this is all right side. Right hand is up, right leg is going over the right elbow. I'm going to use that to push the hips up and slide into a deeper sideways split. It looks like this. First I'm going into that sit. Lean to the side, grab the hand under the bum. You can show that other split first, then bring the top leg over the elbow, and now I'm going to lift my butt, bring everything to the front, and slide into a deeper split, which is known as the cappy split. That one. To get out of it, lift the lower leg, bend the inside one, and place that foot behind the pole. You can either pull yourself up or even lower yourself into a brass monkey knee hook position, like that. So what's really important, where people usually get stuck, is when they have to try and get the hips to the front of the pole. This is usually a little bit heavy, sorry about that, and it's difficult to move. So what you want to do is really use this connection between the elbow and the knee here. I'm using that arm to pull myself up, release the weight of the lower hand, because you're actually sitting on that lower hand, and then you can use that to free yourself and slide through the hole. I'm going to do that again a little bit higher so I have more space for my split, and then you want to pay attention to that moment where you actually lift yourself up off the lower hand, free yourself to go through the hole. Let me go a little bit higher. Hop, hop. Sit. Lean back, some kind of beautiful seated split. This is where the connection is made between the top hand and the elbow. Lift the bum and slide into the hole. There you go. Open up as much as you can. You can try to find other shapes as well. Lift the leg. Bring the knee behind the pole. Of course, I release the other hand now. And you can pull yourself up to sit, and again, slide out of it. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes practice time for this one.
Whispers in
All right, are you ready for the next one? This is one of my very favorite ones as well. It's a pretty advanced split, so be careful here. It's still on spin, and this is one of the things that I think makes most sense to do on spin, because you're gonna use the momentum from the ball. So it's called the elbow split. Also has different names, but I call it the elbow split because we're gonna use an elbow. And if you pay attention, this is actually my left elbow. I'm much stronger on my right, but I want to use this hand to grab my right leg, which is my good split. To get there, I'm going into a bracket grip position. The fingers are pointing down, other elbow is high and up. And to get strong enough, you can do practices like this. You can make a few spins, make sure this elbow gets used to carrying your body weight. Then, to make it a split, I have to bring the flexible leg, my right leg, to the opposite hand, my left hand. Hop, there. Make sure the arm and the elbow are wide enough so you actually feel a lot of pressure on your lower arm. You can grab the ankle and make sure that that leg is also pulling the elbow into the pole, because that's how you get grip for this move. Now, if you are on the spinning pole and you're still on the floor, you probably won't be able to extend into a full split. That's not a problem. This is how you can still practice this move. So what it looks like if I do that, kick the leg up, grab, make sure your arm and elbow feel okay, and start rotating. Right now, I have my knees bent. You don't even need to be able to do a full split for just this practice move. If you go a little bit higher, you will have space to extend into a full split. So that's what I'm gonna do next. The problem is, if you are higher in the pole and you're standing here, then getting that leg up there is a bit of a challenge. That's some active leg lifting that you have to do. I'm gonna do a cute sitting, standing pose first, because it actually gives me time to place the hands and the elbow, and then I'm going to kick up the leg. You shouldn't be too slow here, because this is really heavy, just slowly lifting it. You don't want to do that. You want to be very active and get that leg in one go. So I'm going up, make a cute standing position first, and then I'm going to kick the leg up, grab right away, and then I can extend into that full split. So, going up. Cute kind of standing position. You have lots of options here. Arm around the pole, the other one goes down below the top knee. Bring the foot down and then the other one up. Grab it and extend. There you go. That's your elbow split. Bring the legs back and climb out of it. There you go. So now you see, if you're high enough, you have a lot of space, you can extend the leg. To get into a full split, you really want to use that lower butt muscle and the glutes to lift the leg up, really work it, because that's how you get your open split. Also, little secret, if you keep your hips square towards the pole, it's much heavier than when you secretly open a little bit to the side. So when I'm in my split, I can be completely square, which is the nice gymnastics way to do it. But if I open up a tiny little bit, I can open up to the side to the audience, and then it looks like a wider split. So let me do that one more time again. The move in the beginning is just optional, but if you want to know how to do that, one leg goes around the pole, really pull the knee into the pole, and then the other leg is just with the lower part of the leg, that front, I'm just pushing against the pole. Try to point your toes, looks nicer. Sit there, take your time to place the elbow and the arm, and then go into the split in one go. All right, let me spin out of it. I'm also going to show a different ending. Going up. Cute kind of sit, showing the boom boom. Arm, other arm. I'm lowering my left leg and lifting up the right one. And extend. Full split. If you want to bring the elbow and the legs back around the pole, you can also go into a cute side sit position. That's another option to get out of this. All right, let's practice that one. All right, let's move on with the next combo. So now my pole is back on static because it makes it easier to show you from the right side, but you can also keep it on spinning, doesn't matter. We're going for what I call an elbow push split position, and we're going to find out how we can use this part of the arm to push against the pole and then be in a deeper split. It's kind of a variation of a jade split, but we're going to put it in a combo, so there is more. What I'm going to do, invert, outside leg, in my case left, because that's my least flexible leg. And then the inside hand goes down, pulling the flexible leg, my right one, towards my nose. And now in this position, this is also where you can go into a normal jade, I'm going to grab with my left arm, the top arm, onto my lower part of the leg. You might want to figure out if you need to grab closer to the knee, a little bit closer to the ankle. Here. I'm opening up back to the ceiling, and I don't need my other leg, so I'm freeing that other leg. And that's the leg that can go down. And when I go down, you slowly see me tilting until I'm touching the pole with the lower part, the left arm. Lower arm, the right one, is straight, and I carry a little bit of the body weight there, but there's also a little bit of grip in my inside thigh. Going back with the leg, goes up, hook it around the pole. And here you have choices to do other things and to combine it. So the trick is, as I said, it's a jade, and your grip is lower hand, carrying weight, top elbow, and a little bit of the inside of the thigh and a little bit of the hip there. The more you pull the leg towards your nose, of course, the most grip you will have. So if I go a little bit higher, I can combine it with the next split. So I'm going to do this one again, and then I'm going to see what happens if I bring the other leg back and rotate into what's known as a reverse split, as far as I know. So I'm going a little bit higher, invert, top leg, arm, and inside leg. This is where you can see if you can choose if you can grab it a little bit lower to the ankle, a little bit closer to the knee. For me, it works if I just grab it exactly in the middle of my lower leg. Open up to the ceiling, keep the pressure on the inside arm, and free the top leg. That one rotates down. Do this slowly so you feel this elbow connecting to the pole. Lift your head to make it look a little bit nicer. So when the leg goes back, here, I can take my left hand over the left knee, it goes back onto the pole, and then this leg is going to go down completely straight. Lower arm, kind of close to your crotch, and I'm going to rotate the hips towards the floor. You might have to scooch your hands down a little bit. Grab and push yourself, I have to rotate a little bit, push yourself into a reverse split. So this one requires a bit of hip rotation. Last one, very beautiful. So first the legs are up, and then when you are facing your camera, facing front, and then you rotate even a little bit more. So this hip has to make a bit of a complicated rotation. To do so, I have to lower my hands kind of close to my crotch, as I said, because that allows me to have some space to make that rotation. Depends a little bit on how you are built here, if this actually works. This complete combo can also be done on a spinning pole, so I'll show you that. I need to learn how to work these poles. All right, it doesn't really matter which side you're going to rotate. Again, I'm going counterclockwise. Going up, invert, hand on the ankle, opening up into that push split. Gonna hold that for a few circles. Then we're going up, hand back onto the pole, leg goes all the way down, kind of grabbing a cup grip, the other one behind your bum, lean your chest down, that's a little tip that helps, and rotate into a full downward split. Of course, you can also finish into kind of a cupid or anything else here, that's also fine. That's the combo that I wanted to show you. Let's try this. Are you ready for the last combo? Because we're going into a standing split. Again, I don't really know the name of this one, but we're going to use a lower hand in a bracket grip and we're going to stand on it. Now there's different variations of this one, and I actually think it's easier to go into it when you're already upside down in the pole. So we're going to use any kind of invert to arrive in your genie with your flexible leg down. So for me that means if I go upside down, using a shoulder mount, bringing my right leg down. So genie kind of position, right leg, flexible leg is the lower one. Now that same side arm is going around the pole. I'm really going to squeeze the pole into my knee pit. Then the other hand is free and can go with the thumbs and the fingers up, and I can use the pole like Australian grip or bracket grip. Now I'm gonna find this foot onto that hand. That might require a little bit of wiggling, a little bit of practice to get there. Stand on your wrist. And then the top leg can extend. So that's a standing split. To save yourself, you can bring the leg back, or you can very slowly bend everything and step out of it. Now, if you paid attention, you might think, oh, I can do that from the floor. I can stand on the floor as well. Yeah, that works. Same, hand goes on the foot, elbow goes around the pole and the knee, and you can stand and go up like that and back. So that is a way to practice. I just prefer the other way. This is annoying and a little bit painful. Sorry about that, just happens. But make sure that you really hold the pole and you want to actively press that wrist up. So you want to make sure that you engage the muscles here. Do not just allow yourself to collapse, but push it up to save your own wrists. What you mostly feel is rotation and skin grip. So it's not super dangerous or anything. So you can practice that. Find your favorite genie, really hook the arm around the pole and around the leg, bring the hand down, and then find that foot onto your wrist to make the split. Now, while we're at it, you can actually make a shoulder mount split as well. So we're just doing a combination of two splits in once here. You can also pause the video and just practice this one first, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of time afterwards. But while we're doing a shoulder mount, you can also make a shoulder mount split. So for the real diehards here, the moment you go into your shoulder mount, you always have a little bit of this air time, a little bit of a hop. You can bring your flexible leg close to the arm, and during the hop moment, re-grip over the leg and open up into a split. What does that look like? Well, shoulder mount, little hop, open, and split. There. Because we're doing shoulder mounts anyway. When you go back, hop out of it, and then I can continue into that genie, arm around, other hand goes all the way down. I'm gonna rotate, so you can show from that side. Foot on the wrist, really squeeze the pole with your other arm, and upside down. Step out of it, like that. So, see if you can work those two together. I'm going to put the pole on spin and I'm going to do a spinning combination now. All right, as I said, I'm going to show this on the spinning pole as well. This is the die-hard combination. First we're going into shoulder mount, hop, and re-grip into a shoulder mount split. Hop back, go into that genie position with your arm around the lower leg, and then we're going to spin in that standing split. I actually think that the last one is much better on the spinning pole because you can see it from all angles. So, here we go. Shoulder mount, hop, split, going back, another hop, top leg around the pole, the other one goes all the way down into this cute kind of hugging the pole position. Lower arm goes with the thumb up, find your foot on that wrist and really squeeze the pole with your elbow. Standing split while rotating. If you want to go out of it, you want to bring the legs down and step out of it, or if you have anything, come up with another way to get out of this one. Let's practice. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for doing all these different split options. I hope it was inspirational. See you next time.